Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to the second candle review of the day. If you missed it a little bit earlier, I uploaded my thoughts on Kringle Reserve Sweet Cream. And we have now moved on to Kringle Reserve Sprinkled, what they're calling Macaroons. But once again, I'm gonna push back as the cookie connoisseur that I am. And I'm gonna say, what is on the label here is not a macaroon. This is a macaron. So take off one of those O's and then we have the right cookie. Macaroons, at least in my orbit, have always been those coconut, they look like little haystack cookies. I don't exactly know how macaroons are made. I love to eat them. They are delicious because I love anything coconut. The bottoms of the little macaroons are usually dipped in chocolate or something. It is a delicious cookie treat, don't get me wrong. But I do love macarons even more, and macarons are a French cookie. So basically it's two cookies sandwiched between a delicious cream filling. That cream filling can be flavored any kind of way. So vanilla, which is the most boring, is my favorite, but I also love strawberry. I love pistachio. I love Nutella filling. I love just plain old chocolate. You can get fig, you can get apricot, you can get peach. The world is your oyster when it comes to macaron filling. We have a couple of really great patisseries here in Portland that make some amazing, authentic French macarons, and it's my favorite little treat for myself. So if you are a fan of macarons, which is, I think, what they're trying to portray with this scent, you got to get this candle. Now, obviously, she's not in stock because, of course, it sold out. Honestly, I was really surprised that candles did sell out because for a while there, we really weren't seeing a bunch of sellouts with the Kringle Reserve candles when they first launched. And I think the reason that was the case is because they raised the prices. So these are now $34. They never really go on sale. It's very rare. But you can save 15% with my discount code Melanie15. That is always in the description box down below. So when this pops back in stock, you can save 15% that way. But I totally thought I didn't have to get up for the launch. I really thought I was going to be able to get up after sleeping in just a little bit and still be able to order these because the ones that I'm sharing with you guys were PR. So these were sent to me by Kringle. I'm an ambassador with them, so they do occasionally send me new releases to be able to share with you guys, which is greatly appreciated. But yeah, I got up and these were gone, and I was kind of pissed. I was like, I really wanted more of these too. They are so good, you guys. So I mentioned in the sweet cream video that, you can definitely sign up for their emails, but I will say whatever email system that they are using to notify people, it's not super great. I don't ever receive notifications when things pop back into stock. I basically rely on others telling me that they noticed that something was back in stock, and then I just pounce. But if I do happen to come across these when they are back on the website, I will let you guys know over on Instagram, so make sure you're following me there, or I will let you know here on my community tab. However, let's get into the actual review here because, again, I am just so impressed with not only the fragrance, but the strength and throw here. All of this is just... it is perfect. I feel like it is exactly what a candle should be. The wicks are fabulous. The wax is fabulous. The fragrance is fabulous. The overall burn quality is fabulous. I don't have anything bad to say here. The only thing that I will tell you is that they don't have, and I can't believe they haven't corrected this quite yet, but they don't have the correct description on the website for this one. So what I'm reading you here is the actual fragrance notes and description. So let's get into that. Delight your senses with the delectable aroma of sprinkled, I'm gonna call them macarons. Sorry, I'm not gonna keep saying macaroons. These are not macaroons. All right, sorry, let's start over. Delight your senses with this delectable aroma of sprinkled macaroons as the sweet blend of vanilla and nut meets the heartwarming notes of brown sugar and butter, culminating in the comforting base of toasted vanilla bean, crafting an olfactory masterpiece that evokes the joy of freshly baked treats. And I will say, she is a masterpiece. Our top notes here are vanilla and nut. The mid notes are brown sugar and butter, and the base is just toasted, not toasted like nuts or anything, just toasted, and vanilla bean. So what are we smelling here? First of all, I do smell, and it's not mentioned, but I do get the like almond cookie note in here. So this part of the macaron, which is like the actual like cookie part, not the filling, is made with almond flour, and you really do smell that delicious like almond note here, even though it's not mentioned. Now it says nut, but I feel like that nut is almond. So I'm gonna go with the nutty almond here. Now in terms of this brown sugar, this is the only place that I would push back just a little bit. I don't really smell any like molasses in here, and a lot of times when brown sugar is in the description of a fragrance, I tend to smell brown sugar, which definitely has an aroma of like a molasses undertone, if you will. And I'm just not getting that brown sugar here. I smell sweetness for sure. It's a very warm, sugary scent, but I don't think it comes across as brown sugar. The butter, yes, like there is a richness to this for sure. And I guess you could definitely call it butteriness. It's delicious. I mean, don't think like smelling a stick of butter, but just like a really rich, like buttery, like cookie type note. And then the base of like toasted and vanilla bean, that definitely makes sense. Toasted in that like this cookie part kind of almost comes across as like toasted smelling. But the vanilla bean, that's what this filling is. It's a creamy, buttery, rich, true vanilla bean. It's not French vanilla, which in my world is like, bleh. I don't like French vanilla. That like eggy custardy note just doesn't. I feel like it doesn't transfer to home fragrance for me. French vanilla I will eat if it's like a really like nice French vanilla ice cream. But oftentimes French vanilla to me smells kind of cheap. I think vanilla bean has a richer, more like robust vanilla note, and it's just my personal preference, and that's what we're getting here. This filling that you see between these two like cookies is a rich, buttery vanilla bean filling, and it smells like my favorite macarons from my favorite bakeries. This is such a yummy scent. You have to get your hands on it. If you love this type of fragrance, you have to try to get your hands on this when it comes back in stock, because it is absolutely heavenly, and I just cannot say enough good things about the fragrance itself. Let's move on to Strength and Throw, because here we have another situation of this being a rock star in terms of Strength and Throw. Strength on this, just on its own, without being in a hurricane, without being in a candle sleeve, solid 8 out of 10. Same for the throw. It fills the bulk of the downstairs of the house. In fact, I like to burn, and I'm just gonna pop it back into stock. I think you gotta get both of them, because together, I wish that you could smell what my house smells like right now. It smells so good. And I just lit these right before starting to film, and they are already filling up at least this like front formal living room here. But once they've completely pulled out, I like to put them at opposite ends of the house. So one in the kitchen, one out here towards the front of the house. And they meet in the middle, and they create the most delicious gourmand situation that I have smelled in a really long time. I love these two. I need them to come back. I need to be able to purchase more. Like, these are the type of scents that I would burn year round. I think these are two really great year-round gourmands that I think are not only great now during the winter months, I think they're gonna be great in the spring, I think they're gonna be great in the summer, the fall, and during the holidays. Even though the sweet cream has strawberry in it, I still would I would still burn that during the holidays. You guys, these are so good. They're so good. Kringle did a fantastic job here, and yeah, I am very pleased. So I want more. If you happen to see these pop into stock, let me know. I'm certainly stalking the website myself, but a lot of times you guys are the ones that let me know when they're back in stock. So yeah, I will be ordering backups of these. I'm trying really hard to not do like a ton of backups, but I want at least 2 of each because I see myself wanting to continue to burn these like throughout the rest of winter. I think these would be great options for February, and I think even beyond that, these are going to be fantastic. So if you're interested, there is a link to Kringle Candle in the description box down below. Like I said, you can sign up for their emails. There's no guarantee that you're actually going to get a notification, but I don't know, I guess it's better than nothing. But that being said, Kringle, if you could fix that notification system, that'd be great, because I would happily wake up at like 5 in the morning to be able to order a couple more of these. And that's saying a lot, because as someone who has trouble sleeping these days, and I value every ounce of sleep that I can get, I would still get my butt out of bed for these. So there you go. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on sprinkled macarons in the comments down below. If you had a chance to pick it up at the launch, let me know if you're lusting after this one, if you missed out on it. And I appreciate you guys being here. Again, please subscribe if you're new. Give this video a big fat thumbs up for the algorithm. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.